with it. And a little bit of that Valentine treat. Had chocolate cake with strawberry icing. We are set. And we're ready for the introduction of players out on the court. The Osawatomie Lady Trojans, a 5'2 senior, Sydney Wallace. A 5'7 senior, Mel Hendrickson. Number 5, a 5'7 freshman, Allie Lagasse. A 5'3 junior, Lindsay Shippey. And the number 14, Maddie Ballou, a 5'9 freshman, will be the starting lineup here tonight for the Osawatomie Trojans. Lady Cats lineup, as it's been all season: Julia Gilman, Paige Sawyer, Kirsten Young, Ashlyn Depley, and Camry Wagner will be the starting lineup for head coach Dave Gilman. As the Lady Cats come in with a 14-3 record, 9-1 in Pioneer League action, looking to stay at the top of that Pioneer League with a victory here tonight against Osawatomie. These two teams matched it up back in January, and it was a Lady Cat win, 65-21. Kirsten Young's biggest night of the season. She totaled 33 points for the Lady Cats on that night. 4 3-pointers and 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. She was ready to put on a display that night, and the Lady Cats look to get the victory here on the road as we're ready for the tip. Depley in the line for the tip-off. In the air, the ball tipped into the backcourt. Gilman chases it down, and the Lady Cats are underway. Inlet pass goes to Wagner. She'll kick it out to Young. Shot away off the rim, no good. It's tipped out of bounds off of Sawyer, and the Trojans will play it in. Lady Cats like to get that ball into the hands of Kirsten for the first shot of the night. Tonight it wasn't on the mark. That doesn't stop her. She'll be right back to put it up for the Lady Cats. But down court come the Trojans. Ball tipped away on the far side, back into the hands of Henderson. She'll set the offense at the top of the circle. Dribble left wing. Out on the arch is Shippey. We've got a whistle and a foul on that pass in. Number 20, Kirsten Young, picks up her first personal and the first team foul of the night. We're located at the top of the bleachers here in Osawatomie. A little bit of a problem with the lighting system here. We're kind of in as shady a place as you'll get. Shot away, blocked. Rebound putback won't go for the Trojans. Another rebound and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Lady Cat basketball. 3 shots down in the lane. None of them would fall for the Trojans. And the Lady Cats will bring it in. We're 1 minute into the contest. No score here tonight on the road at Osawatomie. Ashlyn at the high post, swings it to Young. They force it down in low, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Reaching in from the backside, that's Madison Lagasse. Lagasse, a junior for the Trojans, picks up the first foul on the Trojan team, and the Lady Cats will play it in under their own bucket. Sawyer lobs into Depley. She's fouled on the shot, and Ashlyn will go to the line for Burlington. Number 10, Lindsay Shippey picks up that first personal foul. And now 2 team fouls on Osawatomie. Ashlyn at the line. Free throw up and in for Depley. Ashlyn had a big night, 5 for 5 from the charity stripe when they took on Prairie View last Friday at home. Second one would not fall. The Lady Cats do take the early lead, 1-0 here, as we're underway on the road. Good pressure by the Lady Cats. Ball out at the high wing. On the reach in, we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Official will come to the scorer's stand here. Camry Wagner picks up her first personal foul. And 2 team fouls also for the Lady Cats. Pressure on the inbound. High over the top. They'll take it to Wallace. She'll release the ball, but a travel. The turnover sends it to the Lady Cats as they lead it 1-0 here in the early going. Up court comes Gilman with the dribble on the far side. Gets it on the return pass to the hoop. Shot away, no good. Gets her own rebound. No, we've got a possession tie-up before she could break loose to take a second shot. And the possession arrow goes to Osawatomie. So inbound in the backcourt against Lady Cat man-to-man pressure. Over the top, they bring it left wing. Now they'll skip on the right side to Shippey. Deep in the corner, shot away, hits the support stanchion, out of bounds. That's Lady Cat basketball. Off the mark on the three-point shot. And the Lady Cats will bring it up. Cold shooting on both sides of the floor. Give and go to Young, up and in. Nice job. Kirsten gave a head fake, went to the hoop, and an assist to Gilman for the Lady Cats. 3-0, Cats on top. Up court quickly. Ball stripped away. It's loose on the floor. Depley ties it up there. And the possession arrow will come back to the Lady Cats. Ashlyn Depley always on the lookout for a loose ball there. Puts intense defensive pressure all over the floor for the Lady Cats. Checking into the lineup, number 4, Sydney Boo, a 5'3" sophomore, just into the lineup now for Osawatomie. Camry picks up the dribble, tries to force that pass down low, and it's a turnover. Sends it to the Trojans. 5:45 left on the clock here in our first quarter of play tonight. Lady Cats leading it 3-0 here on the home court of the Trojans. Inbound in the backcourt. They've taken it to Boo. Across the timeline finds Lagasse. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebound, loose ball on the floor. Step-through shot, blocked away. It's out of bounds off the Lady Cats. It'll stay with Osawatomie under their own bucket. Looks to be a little physicality going on down in the lane here. Both the Lady Cats and the Trojans bodying up down low with any shot or rebound attempt. Inbound, near side, shot away, no good, off the mark. Again, off of Osawatomie, out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Cat basketball. They'll play it in with a 3-point lead here, and 5:26 remaining on the clock in this first quarter of play. Ball in the backcourt. Gilman goes to the high post, finds Wagner, looks for a cutter. Coming off the wing is Young. She'll set the offense and go to the top of the circle. Now high post is Wagner. Cutter's underneath. Young comes out to meet it. Beyond the arch, a 3 ball, and she gets this one to fall. 2 and 3 for Kirsten Young for 5 points as we have a timeout on the floor by the Osawatomie Chargers. They are concerned about the Lady Cats making that fabled run. They like to put out a big run as they did in the first quarter of play on Tuesday night when they were at home. Santa Fe Trails did not have an answer for the Lady Cats as they went on a 17-0 run to start the first quarter of play. Finally regained their composure and put up a little bit of offense, but the Lady Cats struck early, struck often, and now lead it here 6-0 with 5 minutes remaining to go in the first quarter of play. Pressure by the Lady Cats in the backcourt. Double team. Ball tipped away, loose on the floor, and Depley chases it down, but dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. Ashlyn thinking before she made the motion, and that ball gets away. Osawatomie will try the inbound play again. In the backcourt, Wade with the ball, comes left side to Boo. Stops with the dribble, now gets it ahead. Bad pass over the top, picks up there. They'll put it back into the hands of Johnson, but a turnover sends it back to the Lady Cats. Checking in the lineup for Burlington now, Grace Schulman and Jarrah Thorpe. They'll come in to spell Ashland and Julia. Thorpe to bring it up across the timeline for Burlington. High post is Camry Wagner. Finds Sawyer at the free throw line. Shot away, no good. Thorpe, rebound, putback shot, no good. Goulman on the other side. She'll clear it out to Young at the top of the key. Now the Lady Cats will set that offense and find a high post. Wagner back to Young. Down on the end line, steps up. Shot away off the mark, no good. Sawyer there with the rebound. Her putback shot falls. Count that bucket. It bounced around 3 times before it made the net. And she goes to the line as Allie Lagasse picks up her first personal foul. Page kept with it there. Gets the free throw to fall. She's got 3 points on the night. And the Lady Cats extend out to a 9-0 lead. Pressure in the backcourt across the timeline. They'll put it in the hands of Wallace. She'll set the offense back right. Shippey, a 3 away, no good. Rebound fought for. It's loose on the floor. Tipped into the corner. The Trojans come up with the ball. They'll find Wallace on the near wing. Tip ball, but goes directly in the hands of Shippey. They'll set the offense all over again. Coming out to meet the pass, Lagasse. Cuts, goes through. It's not there. Ball stripped away. Wagner gets a hand on it. Outlet pass ahead to Paige Sawyer. It's up and in. Paige Sawyer running the floor well. Got out on that break. And the pass was right there for her to finish off. 11-0. Lady Cats lead it here on the road to Osawatomie, but a turnover by the Trojans gives the ball right back into the hands of the Lady Cats. Substitutes checking in. Number 33, Madison Lagasse, and Bella Hendrickson back on the floor for Osawatomie. On the left wing, Young with the ball comes off the high pick. Give it go down to Kuhlman. Stops. Shot away, but it's blocked. And Osawatomie comes out with it. Now I see Thorpe touched the ball while she was standing out of bounds, didn't she? Or was it a possession error? Possession error. Possession was the call. In the backcourt, here comes the Trojans across the timeline. Left side. Step up with the shot. We saw 2 infractions there. No whistle. Play on. Thorpe with the ball, but the high dribble, they're going to call that one out. A turnover gives the ball back to Osawatomie as they'll play it in front of the coach for Osawatomie. Their head coach, Haley Jones, on the bench for the Trojans. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Lady Cats leading 11-0 as their defense stands strong, not giving Osawatomie clear shots. A steal. Sawyer comes out of there with it. Lead pass ahead to Thorpe. She'll stop. 10-footer. Short. Chases down the rebound. And now we've got a tie-up. No, we've got a reach-in foul. Might be a good idea that we're this far away from where that action is, Rick.
Yeah.
We were a little too close to the action on Tuesday night. Sierra Thorpe picks up her first personal foul, and that's going to be the third team foul on the Lady Cats. Pressure in the backcourt. Wallace with the dribble goes up on the right side to Lagasse. Takes the extra step, didn't hurt. Shot away, no good. It's out of bounds, but stays with Osawatomie. As Ashlyn Depley and Julia Gilman check into the lineup again, this time Sawyer and Wagner will get a break on the bench. Wallace to play it in with 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Looks for the inlet pass high over the top. And a steal there by Depley. She's going to take it coast to coast. Up and off the rim. No good. Couldn't get that to fall. She was at full speed up court and just could not rein it in for the soft touch. Wallace with the dribble on the right side. Picks up her dribble. Comes to the top side to Booth. She'll give it up and they'll spin down low on the left wing. Back out Wallace. Looks to feed going down the lane. Now kick back to Lagasse. Took a second dribble. Didn't get the call. Lady Cats get the rebound. Loose ball on the floor. And Gilman comes out of there with it. Ahead they'll go to Depley. all alone for the bucket. Ashlyn Dibley got out on the break, had to wait for the ball, and the Lady Cats, lucky 13-0 here with 1:35. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Back to the station for a word from our sponsors.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Clean washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain pellet grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and surface what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately?
Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dog, making a road trip to Osawatomie to Pioneer League opponent, the Osawatomie Trojans. And with the turnover, that ball will go into the hands of Osawatomie. Lady Cats keep up that backcourt pressure. Dribble up to the timeline, comes left wing. They'll put it into the hands of Boo. Lob down low in the paint. Turnaround shot off the rim. No good. Putback won't fall. Now the ball loose on the floor. But the travel will turn the ball over to the Lady Cats. Osawatomie point blank shooting, and they cannot get it to fall. Lady Cats bring it in the backcourt. They'll come across the timeline. On the left-hand wing, Young behind the arch. 3 ball for Kirsten Young, up and in, and she's got 8 points to lead the Lady Cat. 16-0 on the clock as we approach the 1-minute mark. Steal by Young, gives it up, gets it back, and the ball loose on the floor. Debley, turnaround shot won't fall. Osawatomie chases down the loose ball now to Lagasse. They'll lead out ahead on the right wing. Put it into the hands of Belle Hendrickson. She's cut off from the dribble. Now back out behind the arch. A 3 on the way. In and out. No good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be number 14, Maddie Ballou. Whistle for the foul. Going for the rebound attempt. That'll be the 4th team foul now on the Trojans. As substitute checking in for Osawatomie, back onto the floor, number 33, Madison Lagasse. Gilman brings up the ball, gives it up to Sawyer to top the key with the dribble right wing. Finds Ashlyn. She'll drive the baseline up and in. Good move, Ashlyn Debley. Got past her defender. Nobody came to stop and pick her up. And the Lady Cats keep up that backcourt pressure. Gilman knocks the ball loose, but into the hands of Wallace for the Trojans. They'll spin left wing. Boo, shot away is no good. Debley secures the board, and here come the Lady Cats. At the buzzer, a shot on the way. No good. And we go to the end of 1 quarter of play with the Burlington Lady Cats. 18-0 the lead over the Osawatomie Trojans. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout and be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, Rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Burlington Lady Cats hitting the road to Osawatomie tonight. We've seen some lopsided scores with Osawatomie in our past. This one's right up with the rankings. An 18-0 lead for the Lady Cats at the end of the first quarter of play, as their offense is clicking on all cylinders, defense doing the same, and the Lady Cats having their way in this first quarter. We're underway with Osawatomie in possession. They'll work right-hand wing, the ball in the hands of Boo. She'll clear it to the top side to Lagasse. Swing it around the circle. Drive and a shot away is no good. It's out of bounds. That'll be Lady Cat basketball, as Osawatomie desperate for anything to go in the hoop here in this second quarter of play now. In the backcourt, Cats break the press, get it to Dimpley in the paint. Shot away, no good, but rebounded out to the Trojans. They'll pull it down and come across the timeline. Boo off to the right wing, cuts and goes through, waiting for a return pass that never happens. They'll put it to the top of the circle. Now high over the top. But a steal there by Dimpley. She's going to go coast to coast. Up, can't get it to fall, and following is Kirsten Young. Kirsten now in double figures with 10 points on the night for the Lady Cat. Across the timeline on the right wing. Boo with the step back. Gives the ball into the hands of Shippey. She'll dribble to the top of the key, comes left wing. Return pass to Shippey. Back at the top side. Wallace looks like she's going to go to the middle, but cut off. Dimpley again with a steal. Plays it up. There we go. Off the wrong foot for the shot. Maybe that's what she was doing all the time. But Ashland got control, goes to the hoop, and now 7 points for Ashland Dimpley. 22-0. Lady Cats lead it here. A lob pass down low off the hands of the post player, Lagasse. It's out of bounds, and the Lady Cats will bring it up. Substituting in to try to get some spark into the offense here. Onto the floor, number 20, Ashland Camp. And number 3, Belle Hendrickson back into the lineup for the Trojans. To the timeline, here comes Young. She'll set the offense for the Lady Cats. High post, Wagner. Turns, looks inside. Off the cut, Gilman sets from 18. Shot on the way, no good. Rebounding to the Trojans. Trojans doing a good job of rebounding. They Lady Cats getting few putback opportunities here. But a steal that time by Slugger. Lead out pass ahead to Gilman. Dribble drive, nice stop and go. Gives it to Ashland, and she's fouled on the shot. Nice job by Julia Gilman, recognizing the flow of the game. And that is 5 team fouls adding up on Osawatomie. Number 20, Ashland Kemp with the foul as Dimpley steps up and gets her first free throw attempt to fall, and she'll be there for a second. This one is fired away all net for Ashland. 9 points tonight for Ashland Dimpley. 10 points in double figure is Kirsten Young. 0 points for Osawatomie. Dribble, picked up that move at the free throw line. Shot away and banked home for the bucket. Sophia Johnson. Johnson, the 5'7" junior, gets the first points of the night here for Osawatomie at the 5:04 mark. Kirsten Young fires off a 3-ball. It won't fall this time, but the Lady Cats get the board. Give it to Gilman. Her shot away, no good. Wagner now with a putback is fouled on the way to the hoop, and she'll go to the line to shoot for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats, 10 minutes of defensive play before Osawatomie could get on the board with their first bucket of the night. And Camry sinks her first free throw. She'll be there for a second. Micah Watkins checking in for the Lady Cats. Camry's second free throw off the back of the rim, no good, and rebounded away to the Trojans. They'll bring it up across the timeline. Hendrickson with the ball. Looks on the right wing. They'll put it back on top to Legasse. Now far deep corner. Nothing there. Lady Cats defense shifting and moving. Three-point shot away in the corner. Number 3, Bella Hendrickson. Once they took the lid off the basket, 2 buckets for the Trojans. Young with the ball goes back out on top to Watkins. Off the weave, Young a 3. She makes it look so easy. Third three-pointer of the night for Kirsten Young. And that lead is a 28-5 margin now with 4 minutes left on the first half of play. Trojans ball at the top of the circle. Try to lob down low, but up high for the steal is Debley. She'll clear to head to Thorpe on the near wing. Goes back out top to Watkins. They'll start the weave. Watkins behind the arch. A 3 on the way for her is no good. And rebounded out to Baloo for the Trojans. They'll bring it up court. Feed it inside, but through the hands of number 40, Emma Seide. And the Lady Cats come out of there with the ball. Every player on the Trojan lineup has entered into the game. A whistle is going to stop action now as Bella Hendrickson is whistled up for her first personal foul. 16 fouls on 6 different individuals for the Trojans. As Grace Kuhlman checks back in for Burlington at the charity stripe. Thorpe will be shooting 1 plus a bonus. First one is on the way. That's up and good. And she'll be there for a second. Her first point of the night. We've got 3:18 left on the clock here before the halftime break. And the second free throw netted home also. 30-5, Lady Cats lead it here. As the Trojans bring it up, trying to get that offense started again. Definitely with the steal. Nice job there, Ashland. Tipped the ball around the official. Excellent. Puts it in the hands of Young. She missed a 3-pointer. That's how you play that game. Osawatomie coach was not pleased with the way Ashland tipped the ball. She may have stepped out of bounds going around the official. I think she did. Came back in to get the ball. Young driving to the paint. That ball off the mark. I'm afraid when your team is down by 25, you're not going to win many arguments with the official. No. Young boards it for the Lady Cats. Up court to Thorpe. She'll stop and pop from 5. And Jara Thorpe gets her 4th point of the night as she is active on the court every time she steps across that side marker. Driving in the paint, turnaround shot up, rolls off the rim, and Watkins boards out for the Lady Cats. Timeout by Coach Gilman. Wants to talk it over with his Lady Cats leading 35-5 here with 2 minutes remaining in the half. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here on the Dawg. We're glad you can join us here tonight following the Lady Cats here on the Friday night action as the Pioneer League part of the schedule winding down. We've got a game on the road at Council Grove, and then next Thursday night, mark your calendar, that'll be a Thursday scheduled game with Anderson County Senior Night in Burlington to recognize the 4 seniors for the Burlington Wildcat team and the 1 senior, Camry Wagner, for the Lady Cats, along with other winter sports and activity recognition that night on Thursday against the Anderson County Bulldogs to wrap up Pioneer League season for both teams. We're back on the floor. Gilman coming off the pick, gives it up to Watkins. Now Thorpe at the top of the key. Back to Gilman. She'll come set at the free throw line. Shot all the way is up and good. Julia's first bucket of the night for 2 points, and it's a 37-5 lead for the Lady Cats. 1:36 on the clock here. Lob down low off of the Trojans, out of bounds. Another turnover. The Lady Cats will have an opportunity as we hit the 1:30 mark. Of course, Gilman with the ball, left wing, gives it up to Thorpe. She'll come over the top pick. Give and go back down to Sloyer. Nice play. Couldn't finish it off at the rim and rebounded away to the Trojans. They'll bring it up across the timeline on the right wing to Wallace. Lob down low. Stop, popped. It's not there. Good block out by Kuhlman to have defensive rebounding position. Up court, we'll bring it to Gilman. Back out behind the arch. Thorpe has to give it up again and finds Watkins coming off the high screen in the paint. Shot away is no good, but right there, Sloyer with the putback rolls off the rim. It's out of bounds, and that's Trojan basketball. Lady Cats have missed more than their fair share of chippies tonight. It's not making a big difference on the overall score by any means, but they've got to be efficient from here on out the rest of the season with 2 big games left to go. But they want to work hard at it here on the road, make sure that they are up to speed when they go to the end of the scheduled season and on into tournament time. Gilman with the steal in the backcourt. She'll bring it up for the Lady Cats. 22 seconds on the clock. They'll work to the high post. Now right wing, Sloyer. Give and go back to Depley. She's in the paint. Turnaround shot hard off the rim. Gets her own rebound, but it's out of bounds, and that'll be Trojan basketball. 11 seconds left on the clock here, with the Lady Cats leading 37-5 over the Trojans. They'll get one more chance here before the final buzzer. A three-point shot on the way, hard off the mark. Lady Cats board it. Watkins, her shot away at the buzzer is no good. And we've completed 2 quarters of play here on the road to Osawatomie, with the Burlington Lady Cats leading 37-5. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, go back to the station, get our staff together, and we'll return here with Lady Cat basketball and a senior spotlight interview when we come back on the Dog.
U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dog invite you for some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrettson in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24-hour skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net. The staff at Diners Cafe, located at 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wants to say thank you to our customers for their patronage. If you haven't been in yet, come give us a try. We believe you'll be pleasantly surprised. We strive to provide you with a total dining experience, great service, wholesome eats, and a comfortable atmosphere. Diners Cafe, we're happy to be a part of Burlington and Coffee County. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dog tonight as the Lady Cats making a trip on the road to Osawatomie to take on the Trojans in Pioneer League action. We knew that the Lady Cats had done a good job of getting out to a great start early in the season when they took on Osawatomie at home, but it didn't match tonight's early go as they score 24 points before Osawatomie can get in the scoring chart, leading 18-0 at the end of the first quarter, 3 minutes on in before Osawatomie could break the drought. And we're here at the halftime. The Lady Cats on top, 37-5 over the Trojans from Osawatomie. The Lady Cats scoring tonight, 6 players in the sheet here. Julia Gilman with 2 points on the night, 4 points from Jara Thorpe, 5 from Paige Sawyer tonight also. Camry Wagner, 1 point, but has done a great job of rebounding down low for the Lady Cats. Moving up the list, 9 points from Ashlyn Dibley as she is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. And leading the way for the Lady Cats with 16 points, Kirsten Young in the first half of play completed 4 3-pointers and a pair of 2s to lead the Lady Cats in scoring with 16 tonight. Again, we talked about her earlier game, a season high of 33. She's halfway there already. But this second half will be short work for the Lady Cats as they've already reached the number for a running clock. That won't be instituted until the fourth quarter unless both coaches have that discussion here at the halftime break. We'll let you know if that would occur, as it's been known to here at Osawatomie in some of our past broadcasts. But that's Lady Cat basketball. And joining us here from the men's team, we do this every season. We like to bring in our seniors and put them on the spotlight. And tonight, Mitch Taylor. Mitch, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We're glad to have you here on the Dog on the road tonight. Usually we do this on the home crowd. Everybody's right around you. We're kind of stuck out here away from everybody. High above, I can see you watching down as your teammates are getting warmed up a little bit. But we're going to let you be introduced a little bit to the folks listening at home. Mitch, tell us a little bit about your family ties there.
Okay. I have 2 loving parents. 2 very tall, loving parents. And I have 2 brothers. And they're all super supportive about me playing basketball. So,
are they younger brothers?
No. They're both older. One's 33 and one's 19.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the little baby.
You're the baby of the family?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Well, I know Burlington High School, you're entering your senior year. Tell us a little bit about maybe 1 or 2 classes that are your favorites through this high school career.
I really love National International, just learning about what's going on in the world, like how we can fix it and stuff. Just learning how to make America better in the future. It's really cool.
I know Mr. Marbles really makes you work at that, be aware of the surroundings. And he said he sets up a class plan, but any kind of news that happens the day before can change his plan, and that's what you talk about the next day as current events affect you here in Burlington may happen halfway around the world.
Yeah.
That has to be a very interesting way, not the same thing every day in that class as maybe some of the others are.
No, it's really interesting.
I'll get, along with that favorite class, do you have a favorite teacher that has really led you all the way through?
I mean, Burlington's blessed to have so many, like, good teachers, so it's really hard to pick a favorite. But Mr. Varvel, of course, is, like, up there for me, along with, like, Mrs. Parker. And Mrs. Hess is really good at what she does, too. I just love all my teachers, honestly. It's hard to pick a favorite.
That's great that you have a great relationship in different interests throughout the school there. There are a lot of different activities and clubs that work with during the school year. What are you involved with at the club level?
Mainly just basketball. That's all I've been really focusing on this year.
That's great. We've seen a great progress this year in your development, in your footwork, the ability to impose your height on the other offensive team. They see you coming down the middle. They're going, what have I got myself into? And we've seen some fear in their eyes when those big wings go up.
Yeah, I hope I'm doing better. So, yeah.
Well, that is a joy to watch as we've looked at. As far as I know, and I'm sure Raymond Anderson can support us with this, you're the tallest player we've had on the Wildcat team since Rick or I have been following the team. So you fill that uniform out and really put on an impressive show out on the floor.
Thank you.
Well, outside of school takes up a lot of our time, but what do you like to do whenever you get a break from school?
Oh, I usually end up doing homework or hanging out with the team. So, yeah, not a whole lot of, like, interesting stuff. I'm kind of basic at home. I just get my homework done, focus on that, hang out with the team on the weekends.
There you go. Well, we know it always takes leadership amongst the seniors. Somebody ahead of you from years past who maybe helped you out with your game a bit, working in school with it or at the rec. Who did you look up to and really like their game and want to play at their level?
There's two players for me, and one, actually both of them I worked with a lot, like during the summer, and that's Owen Redding and Dalton Rankin. They just helped me a lot, like, progress, like, just getting used to the height that I'm at and, like, giving me post moves that I can work on and score efficiently while I'm in.
That is something that we like to see the seniors take that leadership role. I know that the team works with youngsters on Wednesday night, I believe it is, with the mini basketball program and teaching them the basic skills that they need to get started and move on ahead. So teaching is a big part of that.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. You want to set the next generation.
And we know that the school year is coming to an end quickly. The season will be over with. 2 more games on the schedule, and then some state action with the hope of moving on to the state tournament over to Emporia. But when school's done, what kind of plans do you have beyond BHS?
I'm not exactly sure where, but I do plan to go to college at hopefully K-State or like Nebraska, or maybe somewhere if they offer me some sort of like spot on the team, on the basketball team. That'd be nice. And I plan to study history and like current affairs.
Okay, well, great. Again, that could lead into a teaching role there.
Yeah.
And you have been led by Mr. Varvel, inspiring you to know that that's the type of way to help people to move on.
Yeah.
Well, great. Mitch, it sounds like things are moving your way here during senior year. The team being successful in your schoolwork. We wish you the best of luck. We're going to watch the rest of the Lady Cat game here tonight as they've got pretty good control on these Osawatomie Trojans. You guys will come out and get a quick start and take it to the Trojans tonight.
Hopefully. Thank you.
All righty. Mitch, thank you for joining us here tonight on Senior Spotlight. And on the floor, we're just underway. Lady Cat with a foul on Ashlyn Dipley stops the play. And free throws up for Allie Lagasse. She hits the first, misses the second free throw. Now they've hit from every position. The free throw line, a 2-pointer, and a 3. That accounts for all 6 of the Osawatomie points. Turnover on the ball gives the ball back to the Trojans as we're underway with a 39-6 margin for the Lady Cat. Ball in the deep corner, but a steal Here comes Gilman up court. Left-hand layup. It's up and in. Julia Gilman gets her second bucket of the night. And it's a 41-6 margin now for the Lady Cats. Stop and pop on the shot. Banks it home. Number 10, Lindsay Shippey, gets her first bucket for Osawatomie. Gilman at the high post. Gives it up to Depley. She's going to put it on the floor. Dribble drive to the hoop. A whistle and a foul. Depley got a quick step down and went all the way to the hoop. Number 3, Belle Hendrickson, picks up her second personal foul. And Depley again back to the line. Ashland's first shot is on the way. It's up and good. And she'll be there for a second free throw attempt. Ashland doing great from the line here tonight, as so far she is 4 of 5, and now hits the 6. Well, give it go. All right, Camry Wagner had gotten that first bucket while we were still talking to Mitch. Set. Osawatomie shot away hard off the rim, and Camry Wagner gets the rebound for the Lady Cats. Up court quickly, Cats into the offense. They'll send it to Young, top of the key. Three-point ball in, good for Kirsten Young, as she connects now for her 5th three-pointer of the night. 19 points total. It's a 46-8 margin now for the Lady Cats. A steal, and lead out ahead goes Young. Off the board, up and in for Kirsten. Off the steal and the one-on-one, she takes it home. In the backcourt across the timeline with the dribble comes Wallace. She'll give it up near wing. 2-point shot this time by Sydney Boo, as she gets into the book with her first bucket. Gilman in the backcourt. Comes across the timeline. Gives it up now to Depley at the high post. She looks near side to Sawyer. Looking for a cutter as Young takes the ball at the top of the circle. Now high post back to Sawyer. She'll come off the pick. Work it to Wagner. Right wing Gilman. Back to Camry. She's down at the low block. Kicks back out on top. Gilman's three-pointer short off the mark, and a rebound putback is Paige Sawyer with the 2. It's a 50-10 margin. The Lady Cats up by 40 here on the road at Osawatomie. Ball back in the deep corner into the hands of Boo. They'll send it to Wallace at the top of the circle. Now back on the right wing. Wallace looks inside. She'll put it on the floor. Gives it up out in the far wing. Shot away is no good. Depley boards it. Lead out pass ahead to Young. Up and in. Kirsten Young with the bucket for the Lady Cats. Kirsten, 7 points here in the third quarter for the Lady Cats. Rick, one of the things we've been watching, and I know you're keeping track of rebounding for both the Lady Cats and the Trojans here tonight. That's a big number for the Trojans, is their rebounding.
Yeah, their defensive rebounding, I have it down as 8. Offensive, they haven't had but just 1. Burlington, on the other hand, they've had 8 offensive rebounds and 5 defensive. Osawatomie's turned the ball over quite a bit, and Burlington's had a lot of steals.
That's a bad sign for Osawatomie trying to get anything going. With as many times as they've turned that ball over, they cannot keep the offense headed the right direction here. A team that gets this far into the season needs to have worked out those types of offensive problems for sure. But the season finishes, the next one will begin for them. Ball again turned over. It's Lady Cat basketball. Thorpe brings it up on the right-hand side, picks up the dribble, now finds Gilman. Top of the key, they'll go right wing to Kuhlman. Ball in the hands of Thorpe. She'll find Gilman behind the arch. Makes it look easy again for Julia Gilman. A three-pointer, and Gilman 7 points on the night. Julia's been in a scoring slump here the last 3 or 4 games, and looks like that shot is on the mark tonight. Wallace with the dribble. 18-footer is up and good. Sydney Wallace gets her first bucket of the night for Osawatomie. 55-12, the Lady Cats on top. And the official calling a timeout. I think we've got Julia Gilman has an injury there. Like bleeding from the thumb, I believe. Bleeding from the thumb. Got a scratch. We'll get substitutes coming in on both sides of the mark here for the Lady Cats as Watkins checks in for Gilman. Down low, shot away by Kuhlman. It's blocked off the side, and Osawatomie recovers to bring it up court. 3 minutes remaining on this third quarter of action. Turnaround shot on the way by Lagasse. It won't fall. Chasing down the rebound on the far side, steps on the end line, and that'll be Lady Cat basketball. In the backcourt, Thorpe will bring it up for Burlington. We're under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter tonight. In the right wing, Sloyer comes out to receive the ball. Goes topside, finds Wagner, cuts to go through. Watkins with the dribble. Back to Sloyer. Looking on the inside, but no clear path. Putting on the floor, Thorpe with the drive. Oh, nice one. That's a soft touch to get the bucket for Jarrah Thorpe, and 6 points for her. On the right wing, in the hands of Sydney Pooh now with the ball. But a steal by Thorpe. She'll cut between a pair of defenders to the hoop. And we've got a player control foul on Jarrah Thorpe as a defender. Got back on the right wing, went to the ground. That official saw it that way. Yeah, not going to affect the outcome of the game here, but Jarrah was taking the action to the hoop. And that turnover will put the ball right back in the hands of Osawatomie. A 57-12 lead with 2 minutes remaining here on the clock in the third quarter at Osawatomie. On the near side, a three-point shot away from the left-hander Hendrickson. Won't find a mark, and Watkins boards it. Leads ahead to Debley. Now back to Thorpe. Watkins behind the arch. Couldn't pull the trigger there. They'll set the offense and run some time. Watkins, ball on the floor. They'll swing it to Young in the near side. Stops behind the arch. Her three in and out. No good. Kuhlman with the putback. Got slammed. Ball off the mark, and it'll be Osawatomie ball. Grace Kuhlman, good rebounding position down low. As substitute set to check in for Burlington. Number 34, Jalen Griffith. And number 31 is Grace Hess, bringing their game to the varsity floor. A minute 26 remaining here in the third quarter of action. Osawatomie across the timeline will set their offense. Two low posts now coming up to the high side. Turn around, look inside, and telegraph the pass. The Lady Cats tipped it away, but Osawatomie gets it back in hand. On the right wing, Shippey with the ball, lays it in low. Turnaround shot is up and good. Emma Seedy gets her first bucket as she has just checked into the lineup. Lady Cats ball on the right wing. In the hands of Debley. Down the paint, she'll kick out. Watkins a three. All netted home. Micah Watkins' first bucket of the night. And she hits from behind the arch for a three. Three ball away the other way. And Debley secures the rebound for the Lady Cats as they lead it 60-14 here with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Third quarter action on the road at Osawatomie. Griffith with the ball, gives it up to Young. Back to Griffith, down the lane she goes, up and shot away, no good. Couldn't secure a rebound, and it'll be Trojan basketball. They'll play it across the timeline. Tried to go low, but through the hands of Lagasse, and the Lady Cats will secure the ball. Checking into the lineup for the Lady Cats, number 2, Zoe Caldwell, now in the lineup for Burlington. 7 seconds on the clock. They'll bring it up to the timeline. Looks on the far side to Hess. Releases to Dibley. She can't get off a shot before the buzzer. And we've completed 3/4 of play here with the Burlington Lady Cats leading 60-14. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout and come back with the 4th quarter action here at Osawatomie.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Stop by Hoover Thriftway, your Findlay hometown grocery store in Burlington. For this week, red seedless grapes, fresh, $1.99 a pound. And Minute Maid orange juice, $1.99. And tilapia fillets, $3.49 a pound. And swai fillets, $2.99 a pound. And Aquastar cooked shrimp, $7.99. Also, Blue Bunny ice cream, $3.99. Hoover's Thriftway, 314 Cross Street in Burlington. Sale ends February 20th.
A MyTown media station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock. KSMP 97.7 Burlington. The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg. Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dawg tonight as the Lady Cats go on the road and make a statement in Pioneer League action as they have outscored the Osawatomie Lady Trojans 60-14 through 3/4. It'll be a running clock here in the 4th. And from the outside, that play set for Grace Hess. She hits her first three-pointer of the season. And the Lady Cats now lead it 63-14. Down low, turnaround shot up and good on the Osawatomie side. Johnson gets her second bucket of the night. In fact, the only Lady Trojan to score twice in the game. On the near side, Caldwell with the ball, comes off the pick, goes back to the top side. Hess gives it back to Watkins. She'll look inside. Not there, but finds Camry Wagner on the out. Down the middle goes Griffith. Couldn't get a return pass. She'll come out to the high post. Sets the offense forward. Oh, bad pass. Stolen away. Dribble drive to the hoop, up and in for Allie Lagasse. She's got 3 points now for Osawatomie, the second leading scorer. On the right side, Hess with the ball. Goes to the top wing, looks in low. It's not there. Has to bring it back out to Griffith. Near side comes Caldwell. Gets the return pass down to Griffith. Goes up with the shot. Short off the rim. No good. But Caldwell boards it for the Lady Cats. Kicks out to Watkins. Her drive to the hoop, no good. Gets her own rebound back. Now they'll spin it right side. Hess thought about the three. She'll pick up the dribble. Finds Watkins again at the top of the circle. Griffith looks inside. Puts the ball on the floor. Now finds Watkins on the right wing. Patient to run that offense for the Lady Cats. Dribble drive on the floor. Grace Hess with the drive. Ball slips away. Turnover out of bounds. And the starting lineup of 5 for the Lady Cats all check in mass here. Coach Gilman going to give them one more run here before the end of tonight's game as this clock runs down with 5:12 remaining. The Lady Cats a 63-20 margin over Osawatomie. Ball in the left corner. Dribble drive, shot up, no good. chasing for the rebound, but it's off the Lady Cats out of bounds. And Osawatomie will play it in under their own bucket. Shippey to call into play. Gets it back out on the top side in the hands of Hendrickson. Shippey behind the arch. Her three is good. Number 10, Lindsay Shippey with that three-pointer. Takes the top spot in scoring tonight with 5 for the Lady Trojans. Across the timeline, right wing. Gilman picks up the dribble, gives it to Sawyer. Give and go down low to Young. Has trouble controlling the ball, but she's fouled on the shot. And Kirsten Young will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Cats. A foul on. Well, they listed number 24, but we don't have a 24 on our roster. Kirsten shoots the first free throw. On the way, that's up and good, and she'll be set for another. Substitute Grace Kuhlman checks in for Burlington, along with Jarrah Thorpe. Young at the line for a second free throw. It's good also. And Kirsten, 25 points tonight for the Lady Cats. She's averaging 21 on the season, one of the leaders in state scoring average, according to the Capital Journal this week. That ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Osawatomie as they'll play it in on the near side with 3:13 left in the contest. Down low, turnaround shot won't go, and Kuhlman comes out of there with the board for the Lady Cats. 65-23, but a steal. Shippey down court, falls down, but we've got a foul on Thorpe. It just looked bad. You got to call something. How about traveling? That's the one thing you could have called it. But what do we say? Play on. Yeah. The end is near. 2:45 on the clock as Osawatomie will play it in underneath their own bucket here. Hendrickson to Kiet for the Trojans. Calls out the play, looks for the cutter. Down low, shot up and blocked by Kuhlman. Nice job, Grace. Hendrickson steps out behind the arch, and she hits a three. Belle Hendrickson, 2 3-pointers, and now she leads the way with 6 points on the night. Right side, Kuhlman with the ball. Gives it up to Gilman, comes off the pick, the give and go. But we've got a moving screen now. We may see some fouls we haven't seen all season long, as this group of officials are wanting to get this game through. Yeah. Also, 65-26, the Lady Cats in the lead here at the 2-minute mark. And head coach Haley Jones removing the senior players as they get a big round of applause from the Osawatomie crowd here. They know that it's not the way the seniors want to go out of the season, but they are competing all the way to the end. Shot on the way is up by Lagasse. She gets her 5th point of the night. Ball tipped away from Kuhlman. Recurves it herself, goes to the hoop, now kicks back out to Caldwell. Hess at the top of the circle. Goes to the high post, finds Griffith. Now Caldwell will come out for the ball. Run the offense to the right side. Back down to Griffith. Shot away. She's fouled. And Jalen will go to the line for the Lady Cats. She'll shoot a pair down low as Madison Lagasse picks up her second personal foul. And at the line, Griffith will set for the Lady Cats. First free throw up and good. She'll be there for a second opportunity as the clock continues to run, making short work of this fourth quarter of action tonight. The free throw is off the rim, near side, and Osawatomie collects the board. Up court, left wing. Looks to the cutter at the top of the circle. Behind the arch, a shot away is no good. Watkins chases down the loose ball for the Lady Cats, and she'll dribble it up in the back court. Across the timeline she'll come. Finds Caldwell. And the buzzer sounds with the end of tonight's contest. The Lady Cats a 66-28 victory over the Osawatomie Trojans. We're going to get our numbers together, wrap up tonight's contest here from Osawatomie with the stats from the Lady Cat game when we return after this 2-minute timeout.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
Napa know-how.
If you're looking for a great start to the new year, then Napa Auto Parts is just what you need. A dependable Napa Legend Premium battery with an 84-month warranty, the Napa Legend Premium will deliver great starts for the next several years. Plus, purchase one during January. You'll get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail, a new battery, and $20 back. Now that's a great start to the new year. Go NapaMocan.com or Napa Mocan on Facebook for more great offers.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our #1 priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your #1 choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on The Dawg. We just had a fine performance by an Osawatomie student doing a baton routine here, and the crowd loves it here on senior night at Osawatomie. Lady Cats get the victory tonight, a 66-28 margin here on the road to Osawatomie. Osawatomie just could not find any offense. 6 points from their high scorer, Belle Hendrickson, 5 points each from Lagasse and Chippy to lead the way for the Trojans tonight. On the Lady Cat side, the scoring numbers look like this. 1 point from Jalen Griffith. 3 points each tonight for Grace Hess and Camry Wagner. Also, Michael Watkins in the book with a 3-point shot for the Lady Cats. 6 points from Jarrah Thorpe. A pair of 7s from Paige Sloyer and Julia Gilman in double figures tonight. Ashlyn Dibley with 11 points. She is 5 of 6 from the charity stripe for Ashlyn. In fact, the whole team went 12 of 15 on the night from the charity stripe. Leading scorer for the Lady Cats, Kirsten Young, 25 points as she hits 5 3-pointers, 2 for 2 from the stripe for Kirsten. And the Lady Cats, the score was never in doubt as they raced out to an 18-0 lead at the end of the first quarter of play. And it was just countdown to the finish from there. So that wraps up the early contest tonight on the road here to Osawatomie. It is senior night, so here between games, the Osawatomie will be recognizing their basketball players and winter sports seniors. We'll take a break.